Okay, great. Thank you. So let's start with our session today. Good evening, everyone. Very, very warm welcome for today's session. So we are almost coming towards an end of the emotional healing. So we have already done a lot of healing for the physical body, a lot of karmic healing, a lot of healing of the negative karma connected to our physical body. Now we are doing healing for our emotional body. Now, just a few days back, I received a feedback from a lady who said that, she has been constantly doing healing for her physical body and her stones, her kidney stones have completely got dissolved. Amazing. She was so happy, and I am so happy to receive that feedback. Thank you for sharing it with me. So now we are doing emotional healing. So here also, you have to be aware that what are the emotions you want to heal for yourself. We discussed it initially that you cannot heal all the emotions together. You have to break one stick at a time. So you select whether you want to heal your stress, whether you want to heal your anger, whether you want to heal your low self-esteem, whether you want to heal any kind of jealousy energy that is there within you. What is it that you want to heal? And start with one at a time. Before Vesak, before 12th of May 2025, that one energy should become very less in you, manageable. Okay, so that you know, okay, this is the one which I have really worked on, and yes, I have achieved it. So we have done that, and we have covered a lot in the last few days. Today, what we are going to cover is basically whenever we are going through a negative emotion because of making wrong choices, because of our environment, because of things happening around us. That is the third component. We have already discussed the first two in the other 2 days. Today we are discussing the third component. That is an emotional trauma because of the choices we make. So let me give you some examples, some simple example. Now, please, again, repetition. Don't take these examples to yourself. Huh? I'm just giving random example. So, um, let's say um I decide I'm a bit foodie. Okay, I love eating food. I love eating chocolates, desserts, sweets, Cadbury's, everything. So I constantly eat. I am eating all sorts of junk food, fried foods, fat foods, and I am constantly filling my body with those stuffs. So it is my choice, है ना? ये मेरी choice है कि मैं ये सब कुछ खाने वाली हूँ. मुझे chocolates पसंद है, मैं chocolates खाऊंगी. Dessert पसंद है, sweets पसंद है, मैं ये सब खाने वाली हूँ. ये मेरी choice है. Now I grow fatter and fatter. I grow out of my clothes. Now my clothes are not fitting me. Now everybody is looking at me and telling me that I'm heavy, etc. Now this causes an emotional stress in me. This causes me low self-esteem. So what do I do? My low self-esteem emotion is being caused by that choice that I've made, right? So just give me a single second, please. Yes. So it is a choice. What choices are we making and what emotion that choice is leading us to? So if I am going through low self-esteem, लोग मेरा मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं, लोग मुझे बुला रहे कि अरे तुम कितनी मोटी हो गई हो, तुम कितना ये हो गई हो, you're not fitting into your clothes, etc. मुझे low self-esteem हो रहा है. I am going through a trauma, but from where is this trauma coming? It is coming because of some wrong choices which I have made. So this is the third source from where your emotional trauma can root, can start. Another example. Say, for example, I decide that it is my choice. Again, coming back to choices, it is my choice what kind of friends I will make. है ना? हम अपने दोस्त खुद चुनते हैं. So I select what kind of friends do I want to make. And then I decide I am going to make friends with only people who are partying around, who are going drinking, who are smoking, and who are partying till late night and who are going to pubs. I only make friends with such people. And then I see that after some time, my family is getting ignored. My family is not there with me. I don't have enough time for my child because by the time I party and I go home, my child is gone to bed. And by the time I wake up in the morning, my child has gone to school. तो मेरे पास समय नहीं है अपने बच्चों के साथ, अपने फैमिली के साथ वक्त स्पेंड करने का। क्यों? क्योंकि मैंने ऐसे दोस्त सेलेक्ट किए हैं जो देर रात तक पार्टी करते हैं, जो ड्रिंक कर रहे हैं, स्मोक कर रहे हैं, एंड जो मुझे अपने फैमिली से कहीं ना कहीं दूर लेके जा रहे हैं। So if I end up having a family issue, if my children get distant from me, if my spouse gets distant from me, I will go through an emotional trauma, है कि नहीं? But what is the root cause? Root cause is the kind of choices you make. So this also you need to consider, you need to think in your mind. From where is my emotional problem coming? From where is my stress coming? It is my choice to overwork. I don't want to take rest. I want to work 20 hours a day. It is my choice. And then I am getting into stress, excessive stress. So if you want to heal this part, if you want to heal this negative emotion, the first thing you need to do is to think from where is this thing coming to me? कहाँ से आ रहा है? शुरुआत कहाँ से हुई? When is the first time I realized that I am into so much of stress? When is the first time I realized I'm going away from my family? When is the first time I got ashamed with my own body? When is the first time I could not get into my clothes and it caused low self-esteem in me? You need to find out the starting point. You need to find out the root cause. If you can find the root cause, half of your healing is done there. Identifying the mistake, identifying the wrong choice, identifying where I went wrong is going to solve half your issue. And then next half, you need to rework yourself. Only identifying the mistake is not enough. You see, in every forgiveness prayer, what do we say? I am growing, I am evolving, I am learning from my mistakes, and I will try not to repeat them again. है ना? हम यही बोलते हैं ना forgiveness prayer में कि मैं एक सोल हूँ, मैं अपनी गलतियों से सीख रही हूँ, मैं अपनी गलतियों को नहीं दोबारा दोहराऊंगी, मैं इवॉल्व हो रही हूँ, मैं ग्रो हो रही हूँ अपनी गलतियों से ही सीख सीख के। So first you have to identify what wrong choice is leading you to this negative emotion. Next thing, you have to rewire yourself. You have to stop doing what is the mistake and focus on doing something better. So I have to work on my diet. I need to have more healthy food. I need to do my workouts. I need to imagine myself getting into my old clothes. If I am having relationship problem with my family, I need to now start spending more time with my family. If I am making wrong choices regarding my work, I need to rewire myself and take better decisions regarding my work. Remember, we human beings have a certain amount of consciousness, right? We discussed this in our sessions that as plants, our consciousness was the lowest. Minerals even low, then plants lower. Then as animals, still our consciousness was very, very low. But as human beings, our consciousness is pretty high. We are like kind of known to be the best creation of God. So if we can't use our consciousness, then what are we doing? If we cannot realize why are we suffering and then redo our suffering, do something different, rewire ourselves, start taking right decisions, start doing the right thing. If we can't do that, then how are we going to explain that we have consciousness? We have a mind, we can use our mind. है ना? एक सर्टेन टाइम तक हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि यार बहुत मुश्किल है, हम चाह रहे हैं पर हो नहीं रहा है, पर ये हमेशा तो नहीं बोल पाएंगे। हमें कहीं ना कहीं खुद को समझना होगा कि हमने कौन सा गलत डिसीजन लिया जिसकी वजह से आज ये प्रॉब्लम हमें हो रही है, और हम इसे सुधारे कैसे। ना ऑफ कोर्स, these are the first two things. The third thing is definitely forgiveness. Once you practice forgiveness, here you need to forgive yourself. This forgiveness is mostly not with others. This forgiveness is mostly with oneself. मैंने गलती की, मैंने गलत फैसला लिया, इससे मुझे ही नुकसान हुआ, तो I am sorry. At the same time, I realize that I am a child of God. Everybody makes mistake. मैंने भी mistakes की, so I forgive myself. This is very, very important. Otherwise, you will not be able to end your emotional hurt and pain. You will go into guilt. अगर आप सिर्फ पहला दो स्टेप करोगे और थर्ड स्टेप नहीं करोगे, तो आप क्या होगा, आप उस कॉन्शियसनेस में चले जाओगे कि मैं ही बुरी हूँ, मैं ही सब गलतियां करती हूँ, मैंने इतनी गलतियां की हैं, मेरा तो कोई सोल्यूशन ही नहीं है, मुझे कौन बचाएगा। गिल्ट में नहीं जाना है। You have to work with it. You have to improve yourself. You'll have to come out of that place. So, repeating once again, the first step, identify the mistake which is leading you to that emotional trauma, leading you to that emotional pain. Second point, do something in the opposite direction. Do something that is going to reduce your hurt and pain. Do something that is going to reduce your trauma. Do something that is going to bring you back to your better health, better emotion, better finances, better relationship. And number three, do the forgiveness. Practice the forgiveness prayer. And mostly, in general, it has to be done with yourself because it was your choice. The forgiveness with others, we have done the last 2 days. In the last two sessions, we have covered the forgiveness with others, where we are asking for forgiveness and we are also forgiving people. But today, we will focus on ourselves. खुद को माफ करना है, ये समझ के कि हम भी ईश्वर के संतान हैं, हमसे भी गलतियां हो सकती हैं, पर बेटर यही है ना कि हमें अपनी गलती का एहसास हो गया है ना। दैट इज द बेटर पार्ट। So are we ready to do this now? Today is the third part of it. So request everyone, gently close your eyes, relax yourself, be aware of your life right now, your situation right now, your situation with your body, your situation with your emotions, your mental situation. Be aware with your relationships. How are your relationships right now? Be aware how are your finances right now. Now try to identify which emotional problem are you going through. ऐसा कौन सा अनुभूति है, ऐसा कौन सा इमोशन है, ऐसा कौन सा फीलिंग है जो इस वक्त आपको सबसे ज्यादा तकलीफ दे रहा है। It could be anger, it could be jealousy, it could be pride, it could be low self-esteem, it could be loneliness, sadness, grief, it could be tension, lot of stress, lot of worry. Be aware and then think what could be the situational root cause of this. इस वक्त आपकी जिंदगी में ऐसा आप क्या कर रहे हो जिसकी वजह से ये इमोशनल एनर्जी आप तक पहुंच रही है। If it is stress, then think what is causing you the stress. If it is low self-esteem, then what is causing you this low self-esteem? If it is anger, then what is the trigger of your anger? If it is hatred towards people around you, why are you hating people around you? Be aware. आप जब ध्यान लगाओगे आपको कहीं ना कहीं वो रूट कॉज मिलेगा कि मैं ये कर रही हूं और इसकी वजह से ये इमोशन मेरे अंदर आ रहा है। कोई ना कोई एक ऐसा रूट कॉज आपको मिलेगा कि मेरे इस एक्शन की वजह से ये इमोशन मेरे अंदर आ रहा है। कुछ एक थॉट आपको आएगा, something is going to trigger you that this is the common factor. At least 10 times I have taken this step and 10 times I have gone through this emotion. Or every day I am making this mistake, every day I am facing this emotion. There has to be a common link. Just be aware. Now, once you get to that point, once you get to that thought, that mistake, or that error, or that habit, any pattern in your life, any tendency in your life, कोई आदत, कोई पैटर्न जब आपको ध्यान में आ जाएगा, just be aware of it and make a strong resolution in your mind that, okay, this is where I'm making the mistake. Let me reverse it. Let me do something in the opposite direction. Let me take corrective measures. Let me do something that is going to heal me. Enough of suffering. बहुत हो गया. कितना सफर करेंगे? अब कुछ डिफरेंट करते हैं, अब कुछ ऐसा करते हैं जिससे कि मेरी सफरिंग खत्म हो जाए. And take a strong decision. From now onwards, I will do the opposite thing. I will take the corrective action. I will change the negative habit, negative pattern, negative tendency. I will become better. I will be healed. Once you take that decision, once you feel that strength, now is the time to forgive yourself. Now it's the time to realize that even I am a child of God. I can make mistakes. So visualize your body is turning into a beautiful white light. Remember, you are the soul. You have taken so many incarnations, like plants, like animals, like human beings, and so many human incarnations as well. You have learned so much in every lifetime. We only learn from our mistakes. So it's okay to make mistakes. Gently put your hands in front of your heart. Visualize yourself in front of you. Take your own name and say Atma Namaste. Smile at yourself. Once again, take your own name and say Atma Namaste. We are all children of God and we all make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. It is human to make mistakes. Making mistakes, learning from those mistakes, growing and evolving. This is a process. This happens in every incarnation and it happens throughout our incarnation. Throughout our whole life, we keep making mistakes. We learn from them, we grow and evolve from them. This is a process. So I, the soul, I forgive myself. I realize my mistakes. I realize that my emotional trauma is coming because of my wrong choices. I realize that my emotional trauma is coming because of my negative habits, negative patterns, tendencies, my weaknesses. So I forgive myself. I completely forgive myself. I forgive myself for this incarnation and for all incarnations. I completely forgive myself. I am a child of God, and God will also forgive me when He sees that I am learning from my mistakes. I am ready to change. I am ready to become better. I am ready to learn and stop making mistakes. I am evolving as a soul. The all loving, all forgiving God is going to forgive me. I also forgive myself. I release myself from all hurt and pain. I release myself from all mistakes. I release myself from all guilt. I release myself from all low self-esteem. I release, I release, I release. May the Supreme God bless me with His love, mercy, compassion, and forgiveness. May the Supreme God neutralize all my negative karma. May I always be in peace. Visualize your aura, your energy is becoming brighter and brighter as you release all the negativity from your system. May all the unauthorized negative cords from me be cut, cut, cut. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Now look at yourself taking the right decisions. Look at yourself getting better and better day by day. Look at yourself very happy, emotionally stable, joyful, smiling, taking the right decisions about your body, taking the right decisions about your relationships, taking the right decisions about your finances, and taking the right decisions about your spiritual growth. You are healed. You're being able to take the right decisions and follow them, stick to them. Visualize your energy is becoming brighter. You're happy, you're smiling, and life is so good. Together, let us invoke. May the beautiful energy of the twin heart meditation also heal us deeply and thoroughly. May it heal our auras and chakras. May it help us release all the emotional hurt and pain that is stuck within us. May it help us get healed rapidly. We are all super, super receptive for the energies of the twin heart meditation. In full faith, so be it.